Welcome to A-Level Photography. I'm Miss Atkinson and I'm Head of Photography here at Stoke Newington School, and I really wanted to meet you and tell you a little bit about photography A-Level here. It's a shame we can't meet in person, but this is the next best thing. So I'm going to tell you a bit about the course that we do. We do AQA Photography A-Level, which is a great course to do. Lots of transferable skills, lots of option for future onward progression, but I'll tell you more about that in a moment. So in terms of the course structure, we start you off at the beginning of the year with 3 short projects to help you understand how to use a camera properly. It doesn't matter at all if you haven't done photography GCSE. In fact, some of our best students haven't done GCSE photography. And that's because you come to us with a completely clean palette, no preconceptions, and you're learning it from scratch. It's a great A-level to do because of that. So we do like you to have had some sort of creative GCSE, if it's not photography, it'd be good if you'd done art GCSE or textiles or graphics or film studies or something like that. But even if you haven't done that, you can still come and join the course. What we will ask you to do is just produce a little short portfolio of work that you'll bring in when you have your interview with the sixth form. And it's really just to show that you're committed to doing the course. So we start the course with 3 short projects. The first one we do is called The City and the Urban Environment, because we're in a great place. We're near the city, we've got access to all of the architecture in the city, and it's not just about the architecture, it's about the little tiny details that make the city an amazing place to live. And we do a photography project related to that. So we take you out on a city walk around the City of London, and you also do lots of independent photography shoots. We teach you how to analyse photographers, and it's at this point in the course that we also talk to you about how to use a camera with manual settings. We talk to you about how to use our darkroom, which is a really great facility that we have mainly for A-level student use. You can use that independently. We teach you how to process films, black and white films, and print. So you've got access to that, which is brilliant. At the same time as doing the techniques, you're doing the City and Urban Environment project, which teaches you all the key skills that you need. We teach you Photoshop skills if you need it, although most of your work is done in the camera. We move on to another project, which is all about portraiture. We teach you studio lighting, we teach you all different sorts of portraiture, how to use different cameras and different setups. And then we move on to a project called Ways of Seeing. You have several different options for the Ways of Seeing project. You could think about doing a project on narratives, which is all about the story and meaning behind photography. You could think about doing something on unexpected perspectives. So things can look very different when you take a photograph, and the context and the meaning is very important. Every time you take a photograph, it has a meaning. And it's our job to make sure that we are showing that and developing those skills and ideas through photography. Then we move on to component 1 of the A-level. That's the time when you get to pick your own project, and it needs to be something that you're really interested in, because it's quite a long sustained project that picks up most of your marks, 60% of your marks. There's a written element of that, but it's nothing to worry about. We give you one-to-one teaching and support all the way through. The second component of the A-level is the exam component, which comes right at the end of year 13, and you've built up all your skills, and by that time you're ready to produce an independent project really quickly, and that starts in February of year 13 and goes through till March, so it's not very long at all. That's the other 40%. In terms of transferable skills, you learn lots of things which are useful as you go on out into the world. So you learn how to analyse, how to look creatively, how to make decisions, how to talk about your own work, how to talk about the work of others, and all those creative skills that lend themselves to all sorts of different jobs. And the last thing that I wanted to say to you is that we get great results here. The students that we have in A-level photography really enjoy the course. and a large proportion of them go on to university, either to study straight photography degrees or to study foundation courses. So it'd be brilliant to have you join us at A-level photography. If you want to look in a bit more detail, there's a link on the website that gives you a bit more information about the course, but we look forward to seeing you on Taster Day and Induction Day, and again in September.
I've studied lots of different things in the course. I did a lot of, well, right now I'm doing still life. You can also take photos of people, landscapes, whatever kind of interests you, and I think that's what's good, because I think everyone in this class has a very different project to everyone else. I think what's so nice about the first year of A-level is that it's not, all of the work that you do isn't like necessarily graded, so you can spend a lot of time kind of learning the subjects, and I think in that kind of part of the year I learned so much that I've used now, and it's like you can experiment and you don't need to get everything right, and I've tried lots of different things and I failed, and last year it was really good because it's not all of it's graded, so I think that was it's really good how the course is structured, because then this year it's like I've learnt from all of that and I can take on the stuff that I'm good at on board, and I think I'm a much better photographer for it.